Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now presented by Tennis Express. Tennis Express, ordered today and it ships today. An ATP champion has now been appointed chief. Former world number 18, Andrea Gaudenzi, is the new ATP chairman. The 46-year-old Italian begins his four-year term on January 1st, 2020. The owner of 3 ATP titles scored career wins over several top 10 players, including Roger Federer, Pete Sampras, Yevgeny Kafelnikov, and Magnus Norman. After retiring from the pro circuit in 2003, he earned a law degree from the University of Bologna, Italy. He went on to earn a Master of Business Administration at the International University of Monaco, where he graduated with honors. Now, recently, he served on the board of ATP Media, leading the successful restructuring of the tour's broadcast business. Gaudenzi succeeds Chris Kermode, whose 6-year tenure as ATP CEO expires at the end of this year. The board of directors voted against renewing Kermode's contract back in March. That decision created some friction among tennis's top stars. Rafa Nadal and Stan Wawrinka publicly supported extending Kermode's contract. ATP Council President Novak Djokovic was among the council members opposed to continuing the contract. Nole issued a statement supporting Gaudenzi as the new CEO. While slams and masters events are booming, the new ATP chief will face some challenges as well. First, trying to create unity among the disparate political factions. The ATP was formed in 1972 with Hall of Famer Cliff Drysdale, the longtime voice of ESPN, serving as the first ATP president. He told us it's possible that players could eventually break from the ATP and start a, quote, real union. He says it's about the basic structure of the tour, which he thinks Novak has an issue with. And Drysdale thinks that Novak would rather that things go in the way of a real union where you're not part owners of the tour. And there is a case to be made for that, according to Drysdale. Now, the new CEO must walk the tightrope trying to resolve differences between the players and the tournament owners. The ATP board is comprised of 3 tournament representatives and 3 player representatives, with the president casting the deciding vote to break any deadlocks. Now, secondly, can he help the players achieve a bigger piece of the Grand Slam revenue pie? Players point to other sports like the NBA, where players there share in a greater part of the revenue, as evidence that tennis needs a more equitable profit-sharing plan. Gaudenzi will oversee the ATP during the next 4 years, when he will likely see at least one of the big 4 call it quits, signaling the beginning of the end of this great golden age of men's tennis. And that's a wrap for this time, everybody. I'm Grace Carter. See you next time here on Tennis Now.